everybody. So if you're watching this video when I got posted, it should be Thursday, which means I haven't seen you guys in a while. I will be back Tuesday. Remember, you don't have school on Monday. It is Indigenous People Day. I will be back the 11th. I'm sure I miss you guys. I hope you guys are doing well. If you have any questions on anything, message me. I'll answer, even if I might be a little slow. Anyway, this one here is on one-step equation. So the first thing I want you to do is answer this PDN in the question that's going to pop up. What is the difference between an expression and an equation? All right, so an expression is something like x plus 2, and an equation is something like x plus 2 equals 4. The difference is an expression doesn't equal anything. You have no idea what it equals. You have no clue. Nothing. An equation is equal to something. It has a variable, and it's equal to something. So today we're going to be talking about one-step equations, which is review for a lot of you guys. Here's how you solve a one-step equation. You locate the variable, the letter. You use the inverse to get the variable by itself. So if you have addition, you subtract. If you have subtraction, you add. If you have multiplication, you divide. If you have division, you multiply. So take a look at this one. We have a plus 8 equals 15. Now, I know a lot of you guys really like the imaginary line. So let's put up our imaginary line. So we go, all right, what is happening to the a? It's multiplication. I'm sorry, not multiplication. It's addition. You might think it's multiplication. It's addition. A plus 8. All right. Opposite of addition, subtraction. So I am going to subtract 8. Whatever I do to one side of this line, I got to do to the other. So when I do that, 8 minus 8 is 0, and I'm left with a equals 7. That is my final answer. So I want you guys to try this one. I'm going to pause, and I want you to get some paper and try it. All right, imaginary. Oops, give me a second. Imaginary line. I go, what is happening to the b? It is addition, added 9, so I'm going to subtract 9 from both sides. When I do that, negative 11, negative 9 is negative 20. That is what b equals. All right, so we have subtraction now. Again, imaginary line. Oops, wrong color. Imaginary line. It's uglier now. We go, what's happening to the s? What's happening? Subtraction. There's a sign in between them. There's no parentheses. It's subtraction. Opposite of subtraction is addition. What you do to one side, you must do to the other. So I get s equals 10.7. Final answer. All right, I want you guys to try this one on your own. Put the imaginary line. It's going to pause. It's going to ask you to try it. All right, opposite of subtraction is addition. I'm going to add 3 to both sides. When I do that, I'm going to get, one sec. I'm going to get q is equal to 20. All right. Here we have multiplication. So first things first, we make our line. Now you might go, oh, I see a negative sign, which means it's got to be subtraction. But that negative sign is not in between these numbers. That negative sign is here. The number and the variable are touching, which means that's multiplication. So we're going to divide. That's what this little line means. It means division. I'm dividing. When you divide, you've got to divide by the number, sign, and all. If it is negative, it is negative. So 40 divided by negative 5 is negative 8. I get B. All right. I want you guys to try this one. It's very similar. Set up your imaginary line. Good. All right. So we go, what's happening between the 2 and the A? It's multiplication. So I'm going to, that was a mistake. I'm going to divide both sides by 2. And when I do that, I'm going to get A equals 8. Final answer. This one's kind of tricky. There's a couple of different ways to do it. I'm going to show you both. So one way you could do it is because it's multiplying by a fraction, you could multiply it by the fraction same sign but flipped. If you did that, you would get z equals, and that would be negative 12. That's one way. The other way you could do it is that because it's being multiplied, you really could just put up your line and then just divide both sides by negative 2/3. But you got to be really careful when you put that into your calculator. Use parentheses. But you will still get the same z equals negative 12 as your answer. I'm going to show you another one. So we have division here, right? We set up our line. Oops, give me a second. We set up our line. Opposite of division is multiplication, so I am going to multiply both sides by 7. When I do so, I get x equals 56. Final answer. All right, final question here is I want you to try this one. Try it out. Edpuzzle's going to prompt you. Okay, if you solved it, you should have gotten 5 equals d. That is a 5. Don't bully my 5s. All right. The next lesson, the one that's going to post tomorrow, is one-step inequalities. If you have any questions on that, don't hesitate to message me. I'll see you guys next Tuesday. I miss you guys. Please take care of my room. Those that are doing this video, please keep the other ones in check. Don't give the subs too much trouble. All right? I miss you guys. I'll see you guys next week.